Now in SharePoint, irrespective of where you're sitting, on the left-hand side is this circle with a plus where you can create a list. So I'm going to click this option. Now there's all sorts of lists that you can create. You can create them from scratch, or there's a variety of templates here. And if any of these templates match what you're after, then why create it from scratch? I could create like a workflow which tracks priorities and the progress on product delivery. And here's even an example. So this list is going to ask you for work item, description, category, progress, whether it's in progress or not, priority, start date, due date, assigned to, notes, and who the key stakeholders are. Let's go back and look at some of the others. Maybe if I go back to create new and I go back to the templates, a issue tracker. Again, this will ask for what was the issue. Give me a description. Give me a priority. What status is it at? Who's it assigned to? Are there any associated files? And what's a related issue? And I can go back again. Let's say that I want to create new and I am going to go back to my work tracker and use this template. And I'll call it my coffee website work tracker. Now I can just leave it in my list, or I can assign it to a SharePoint site. And so I'm going to assign it to my Coffee with Kathy. And I want to show the list in the site navigation. So go create. And it will create the list for you based on the template, saving you an awful lot of time. Okay, let's add a new item. I might give it a category. This falls into planning. I also have not started, but I do have the choice of in progress, completed, blocked, or behind. I'll give it a priority, and it's pretty high priority. The start date, and I can have a due date as well. I can assign it to myself, I can add any notes, and I can attach multiple files to this particular record. And I'll save. And there's one item added to my list. I can add another item. So now I've got 2 records. You can ask it to show you the information in your list grouped by priority. So it's now grouped by high or by medium. Or I can group it by progress. They're both not started. Or I can return to all items. And I can add any other views if I want. If you need to create a list, then in SharePoint you can create, using the application Microsoft Lists, a list to track. You can either create it from scratch or you can use one of the templates. If I hit the X at the top right corner to close this particular tab and I go to Coffee with Kathy, what I should see at the top here is my list. I click my list and I'm able to continue to add more records to my work tracker. If I needed another list, I would simply hit the create button and I'd create another list.